What is up, guys? Hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a gameplay. Today we're going to recreate a Starship Flight Test in Kerbal Space Program. Now, you probably have two questions for me. One, do I have shaders? And no, I do not. And two, why is it 1.11.1, which is literally 2020? It's because pre-COVID times are always better. All right, so let's continue my game and show you guys my starship that I'm gonna be using. Now, obviously, I'm not a absolute KSB gamer, but I have played a little bit, you know, worked a little bit on some rockets, and yep, that's my whole history right there. I haven't been to Duna, okay? That's gonna be my main goal soon, once I actually leave and successfully bring back my starship. So this is my starship. It might look similar, okay, because this is built by this dude on screen. I'll pull it up on screen right now. This dude built an amazing vehicle, and I just say I had to copy it, but I didn't copy it fully because after when I built it and tested it like a SM8 style hop test, it didn't really go that far. So I just had to tweak a little bit of things around it, change the torque a little bit, and now it works perfectly. 50-50 chance it'll land, 50-50 chance it'll land successfully. And this super heavy booster I built all by myself. I'd say it looks pretty dang cool if you ask me. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing a flight number 1 here today. So let's just do it, and hopefully that I get through this. And this video is not ending until I successfully do a Starship flight test. So alright, time for a flight test. Now, here we go. I've tested all the components separately. This is the first integrated flight test. So here we go. We got liftoff. Alright, that's obviously a great sign. I'm gonna try to do this without any cheats. Just a base vanilla game. And obviously I'm gonna land in the ocean. If this video ends early, I'm gonna try to land it on land. I don't care if it blows up on land, I just wanna do a soft touchdown on land. What the flip just happened? Alright, well, that was kind of similar to Flight 1 in real life, so let's see what I need to do. Okay, I've added a ton of struts and basically auto-strutted the entire thing, so come on now. If I don't make it through this, then I'm going to have to turn on some cheats here. What is it? Alt 12, I think? Control 12, Alt 12. Yeah, all 12. Okay, not gonna touch that until I actually make it through this. Let's test a nighttime flight here. Okay, flight 2. Here we go. Be a little bit less aggressive on the flight, on the launch. Let's make it through this. I'm gonna try to lower my thrust, see if that changes anything. Where did it explode? Like around 4. I didn't even get the stage separation. Alright, well, let's try this again. I'm only gonna turn it on for the launch because I am sick of this. Cheats. Unbreakable joints, that should be good enough. Alright, daytime launch. Here we go. Flight 3. Flight 3 better at least get to re-entry, you know. heading towards stage separation territory. So after stage separation, I'll turn off all cheats and see if we can make it. Alright. Throttling down for Miko. And hot stage. To get it out of the way, use some stage separators. No, Sepatrons, that's what they're called. Okay, boom. Boost back burn, but it's not really a boost back burn, it's just a flip. There we go, okay. Booster heading yonder, and Starship is on its way. I'm gonna turn off those unbreakable joints, so the booster will most likely gonna blow up. Match up with Prograde. Wow, the booster is still holding on. And I get to around 70,000 kilometers. Okay, shut down. And then I'll perform a second burn at Apogee. Should we do orbital or suborbital? To keep it, you know what? I'd like a daytime landing here. We're gonna do an orbital flight. There we go, perfect. All right, we're in orbit. Relatively elliptical orbit here, but hey, we're fine. So all we need is just to get into orbit. Boom, perfect. Face the stainless steel side outside, away from Earth, and boom, we're in orbit. All right, perfect. Now, just to make sure all systems are working, you know, we gotta test the flaps. Flaps are working flawlessly. I'm gonna lock the flaps in this position so I don't have to worry about it until re-entry. Or I'll unlock it and then we can control it for the rest of the way. And yeah, let's just coast for a few moments and let's see if we get some ocean. That's a big ocean right there. Okay. The orbit burn is gonna happen right here because we're gonna bleed off a lot of energy, so perigee will be somewhere around here. Once we actually aero brake, then the perigee will slowly decrease into the ocean. So we're good. Let's turn into retrograde. Oh, forgot to turn on the RCS there. That's pretty important if you're in space. Let's start up the burn. I don't need maneuver modes. I don't need maneuver nodes. Okay, I'm not that type of guy, especially in an orbit around Kerbin. Okay, that's good enough. Go back into prograde. I believe Starship enters around like a 45-degree angle, if not, according to like some renders quite a long time ago. But you know, I'm gonna go at a little bit of a higher angle of attack, so just in case, so that we can bleed off more energy. So just turn off prograde there. Don't forget to also shut down the vacuum engines. I feel like this is good enough fuel for us to re-enter with. We don't need to. All right, here we go. This is when time warp becomes only four times maximum. We are now entering. Yeah, this is a good enough angle of attack, I'd say. Roughly 45 degrees, but you know, we're still in a suborbital trajectory, so of course it's gonna keep moving up. Once I see some flames, then I'll unlock the flaps. There's some red going on. All right, unlocking the flaps. And at this point, we're just gonna rely on RCS to see which way the ship is gonna move, and I'm just gonna position the flaps in the direction that I want to go. Don't want to shake the hell out of it. It's doing a lot of motion. I don't like that. Okay, now we're in a stable position. RCSs are doing its work. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, 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 oh shoot. Okay, you know what? Yep, okay, do it. Bam! Alright, well, that's flight 3. Alright, flight 4, loaded in my quick save as I'm in orbit, because I believe that this same starship can make it to the ground in one piece. Alright, so let's perform a deorbit burn. That should be good enough. Turn back into prograde. Shut off the vacuums. We're entering with a little bit less fuel this time, but that's fine. Just a little test. I'm kind of surprised that with no heat shield, this thing actually, you know, handles the heat. Oh shoot. Okay, losing control here. We're fine. Not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. We're fine. You know, it's just a test, you know, just like Flight 10 with their pitching test after the plasma re-entry, you know. This is fine. I heard somewhere online that the Starship might enter upside down. That's fine. Just a little test. Nothing too crazy. We might hit a mountain here, folks, but you know what? That's fine. It's all part of the test. Alright, we're past. You know, we might actually hit the mountain. Now we're going into belly flop orientation, if it actually cooperates. Yeah, we are entering belly flop position here, folks. The flaps are not doing their job, of course. Okay, hold on. We're holding on, folks. Come on. We're spinning a little bit. That's why I told you the flaps might not be out of sync here. But we are belly flopping. Hold on. This might be a good. Once we reach 1 kilometer, then we'll light up the engines. Boom, light up. Retrograde. We've been going backwards the entire time, but that's fine. Hold on. Stability assist. Hope we have enough fuel for this slow hover. Get out of here. And touchdown, baby. Let's go. That was a beautiful test flight, folks. And now I'm even more confident. I feel like I can land this thing on land. First try. Oh shoot, overheat. Okay, this looks pretty good. Hold on. Come on, Starship. Come on, Starship. Landing burn. Oh, forgot to turn off the vacuum engines there. Come on. Nope, that's too hard of a landing, folks. We're about to die. All right. Good landing there. Good landing there. Alright, well, that was a good gameplay session. Next time I fly this Starship, I will try to reiterate, test a lot of stuff, test the booster, make it operational, and see if I can also try to build a tower with working chopsticks so I can land the booster in the base vanilla game. I don't know if that's even possible, but we're just gonna try it. You know, anything's possible. We're also gonna try to catch the Starship if we actually successfully land it on land, which obviously we did not. But I'm pretty excited for the next KSP gameplay. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.